This little tweed combo got its reputation the hard way. Bar gigs, rehearsal spaces, church stages, and in the corner at the studio. I'm Nathan from the Worship Journal Guitarist Edition and Worship Calling. We got ourselves a Tone Master Tuesday, folks, and that's what we're looking at is this amp. What amp am I talking about? It's the Fender Blues Jr. It's just like, I feel like it's the working man's amp. Just a little 15 watt 12-inch speaker. It's got the Jensen C12N speaker, and it just cooks. It cooks. It does everything, and it does it well. Simple controls, no nonsense. And it shows up everywhere. You may own one, or if you don't, you probably know somebody that does, because they are literally everywhere. They almost have a cult-like following, and it's amazing. I love this amp. I stumbled into it because I'm testing out some more of the drive stacks. So if you have not subscribed, please subscribe so you don't miss any of the drive stack videos. We're just basically looking at some of the dominant drive stacks and throwing them in the Tone Master Pro, having fun doing it. And so I was looking at one of the drive stacks that's coming up, and I thought, I'm going to give the Blues Jr. a spin, and fell in love with it. So I decided, let's do a video on the Blues Jr. And I feel like it gets overlooked. I know I overlooked it. I slept on this thing. I didn't mess with it out of the gate. And I think part of the reason why is it's kind of the young gun in the bunch, in my opinion. Now, the Blues Jr. line, that whole line came out in 1995, so I know that wasn't yesterday, but in relation to the rest of the lineup, especially of the Fender amps and the Tone Master Pro, it's kind of the young gun. We have these, ultra vintage classic Fender amps, and then kind of there in the middle of it is this Blues Jr. that came out in 1995. And so it feels like the young gun. And we all kind of gravitated towards the amps that, we'll probably never be able to afford to own. And that's what I did. I gravitated towards all the classics. And now I come back around and think, man, why did I sleep on the Blues Jr.? It is just... it's just got that sound. And this is probably why it has this just cult-like following, because if you hear this thing, and I know you've heard it in person, but when you hear it in person, if you didn't know, you would think it was one of those classic vintage Fender amps, because it's got that sound. So what did I do with this amp? This is what I ended up doing. I do this on a lot of my amps, on a lot of my presets. You've probably seen it. I've talked about it before. I take out of the playbook from my guitar heroes that I learned many, many, many years ago. I know we've all used this technique, and it's you crank the volume on the amp a little beyond what you want, and then you just dial back the volume knob on your guitar to clean it up. And what happens is, by doing that, by just suppressing the signal you're sending the amp, you're not affecting the gain stage within the amp itself. You've already got the volume cranked on the amp, so it's going to create a tone that you can't recreate just by turning the volume down on the amp. You might be able to get close, but there's a difference between an amp setting right at edge of breakup and an amp cranked a little beyond edge of breakup and then restricting the flow to the amp to create edge of breakup. There's a difference between the two, and I like the latter of those options. I like to have the amp a little beyond what I want, and then I restrict my flow, because it creates this tonal quality that I can't just get from the amp. So that's essentially what I'm doing with the compressor pedal. Now that's that Boss CS3 compressor. I absolutely love it. I prefer to use it instead of just the volume knob on my guitar, because there's this I'll let you hear just the guitar. You hear it. I mean, it's like it's a little beyond what I normally like. I like a little closer to edge of breakup. So then we engage that compressor. I love the tone shaping that happens with that CS3 compressor pedal. I just pull the level back, get me back closer to that just classic edge of breakup. I love the tone shape it gives. Obviously, there's a little bit of compression in there too, kind of squashing it down, but it just fattens up my sound. It's like it fattens it up, but also cleans it up. So I love it. I love the way it works. And then obviously I threw the Klon in. I love the Klon. You guys know that. I love the Mythic drive. It adds some clarity, and then it feels like it just pushes my sound. It's not like it's pushing it out. It just pushes it forward and creates this. Just creates a sound I love. I just love it. And so what I did is I approached this preset almost like a drive stack. Okay. So my first stage is the Mythic. And then what I did is my second stage, I assigned this foot switch to be a parameter change on the amp, and I'm engaging the fat switch. So on the Blues Jr, there is a fat switch that gives us a mid boost. So, you know, this is just amp. First stage with the Mythic. Second stage with the fat. And then both engage together. And you can hear those mids. You can hear that mid get boosted. A little bit of a gain boost there too. But yeah, so I'm kind of treating the preset almost like a drive stack. That's how I'm using it. I didn't put another drive in there. I just kind of wanted to play around with that fat switch. So that's what I'm doing. But here's where I landed with the amp. Check it out. Volume 87. Trebles at 53. Mids right at noon, 50%. Bass at 69. Master, even though it's relative, 85%. And I love it. I love it with the ambient engaged. When we just kind of get this. This amp is a great platform for pedals. It just sounds so lush, so just classic Fender sound. I love it. I love it. So yes, please do not make the mistake I made and sleep on the Blues Jr as long as I did. Check it out. Give it a spin. I think you're going to end up loving it. It's got all that classic Fender sound. Everything that I love about the Fender amps, it's got it. And yeah, it is a workhorse. It is a workhorse. I keep saying I feel like it's the working man's amp because it's everywhere, and there's a reason why it is. So yeah, if you are a ToneMaster Pro user and you have access to Fender Cloud, download the preset. I upload all my presets to the cloud. This one will be called Blues Jr LTD. Right now it's setting at version 1. Might be a version 2 or 3 by the time I get it uploaded. But just search Worship Calling, download all my presets. And as I always say, make the preset work for you. Take blocks out, replace things, turn knobs. Make the preset work for you. And I also always say as well, make every strum count. I'll see you guys next time.